Let's move now to a different part of Pinellas County on St. Pete Beach. We were seeing a lot of rain earlier. Heather Leigh is in Tarpon Springs right now. So Heather, what are the conditions out there right now?
Well, Lauren, things are looking great out here right now, but from what I just heard Dennis say, we could start to see the worst of it here in the next few hours. But right now, it's very quiet. We still have people driving on the streets here. And behind me here, you can see all the boats are docked in the marina. A lot of businesses have closed for the day. That's because they know that this area is prone to flooding. I want to take you down here, just a short little walk over to this business right here. They have prepared for some pretty decent flooding, and that's because they say it typically does happen even with just a heavy rainstorm. So you can see they've put all of the sandbags out here, and something that's really interesting, they even sealed up the doors. I've never seen that, but that's apparently a thing here in Tarpon Springs. That's to keep the water from getting inside, and they say that flooding definitely can happen here and get into some of the stores. And I want to show you down here as well. You can see that they've already got some of the signs out here saying slow, high water. This is the spot in the sponge docks that typically tends to see a lot of flooding. I spoke to the owner of this store's son. He was the one that was doing all this work. He says that really it just depends on the high tide.
So as the storms even with us in north, then wind pushes the river in. So then the tide's coming up at the same time. And if it keeps blowing in, then after high tide, it doesn't go down, so.
Yeah, and I looked up the time for high tide here in the Tarpon Springs area. It's set around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that's probably when we're going to start seeing some issues out here in terms of flooding. Of course, we'll keep an eye on it and we'll let you know if that changes. For now, we're live in Tarpon Springs. Heather Leigh, ABC Action News.